Let's see what does anybody have anything to say? Oh, yep, people got things to say. Let's see if the caretaker is leveled up. Not that I utilize the caretaker much, but you know.
Fire and
almost.
Light and blood. Another blow to the gods' dweller.
Oh, that was the fight with the in Weishaupt again. Secondary fight in Weishaupt. Let's see, what else do I have? A traditional Avar throne, hewn from the roots of a great tree. I do love the Avar. Let's do Fenharel's mourning, because I'm just going to be sad forever about him. I think we had Davrin and Tosh are talking.
You want some of the melon I chopped up? Not gonna use all of it.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Oh, they're getting along. How thrilling. Alright, let's go. Yeah.
Rook, you're
I
here.
am.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Will we finally get to resolve it? I might do Lucanus next just because I'm bitter that like this whole time I've been like about Ilario.
Minrathus, Treviso, the Grey Wardens. Taking down those dragons got us a little payback. I just wish the Venatori were gone too.
I don't know how we're gonna do that. It's kind of like the Blight, you know? There's always somebody who's like, maybe that's a good idea, and you're like, are you stupid? You know? Like for anything like that, like maybe look, we have weird supremacy stuff, and that's actually a good idea, and you're like, no, psycho.
You'll find them, the other Griffins. I know you will.
I appreciate your faith in me. Hope it's not misplaced.
It isn't. I've seen it. The way you care for Hassan, you tear through 3 archdemons for him and for his family. So I know you'll find them.
Means more mouths to feed.
True, it would be a full-time job, honestly. I think then we're good. So we've done one of these, one of the companion quests, but I think I kind of want to go see what the Wardens are up to. Because I haven't seen anything. I wish I've done like everything in the Necropolis, I think. Yeah. I missed the Necropolis. I think we have new quests in Docktown. Yeah. Let's see if Lucanus and... Wait, no. We're going to help the Grey Wardens. I just kind of want to see what Lucanus and Davrin have to say. See how their relationship has progressed, because apparently they're, you know, tolerating each other now.
Lucanus, about what happened at Weishaupt.
Was an embarrassment to the crows.
Not what I meant. We were both thrown off our game. I shouldn't even be alive.
Neither should Gillanane.
Point is, you bounce back. We're not the sort who lose sight of our quarry because things got a little rough. We get near her again. You'll strike true. I'm sure of it.
Wow. Growth. Look at him. Lucanus is still having a hard time with it. But Davrin's being quite nice. I almost liked it better when they were bickering. I only have 4 again. It must have been something Harding had. Harding must have had something for me that gave me an extra potion. I don't know. Like, yeah, when I was like, ooh, yay, the Anderfells, we're going to the Anderfells, I wasn't like, ooh, yay, I'm going to the swamps. You know, I wanted more high desert. How are these people still here? They must be leaving people behind. Because I swear, at this rate, we probably have like 6 wardens. Oh, we're not doing your thing yet, Davrin. We're doing other things. What is my rapport with... What is it? The Wardens. We got 2? I'll probably play a Crow 3rd. I was kind of thinking about it the other day. I was like, what would the next one be? And Lords of Fortune doesn't really have an appeal for me. Veil Jumper doesn't have an appeal for me. Shadow Dragons kind of, but like Grey Warden's obviously next. But yeah, that would leave the Crows as a solid 3rd. And then probably Shadow Dragons, but I probably won't play a Veil Jumper or a Lord of Fortune. Wow, I got a bunch of money from doing that. Not even close, though, to leveling up. Oh well, I obviously have.
All right, see you next
I
time.
obviously have quests, and I get from them sometimes when I fight Darkspawn, like big Darkspawn. The Grey Wardens are like, we sense it in the breach, you know. I'm like, okay. Obviously Davrin, yes, but Lucanus. Yeah, fine. It's fine. I don't know if we've brought Lucanus out in a while. I want to bring Lucanus and Nev out, but I can't with this.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
More on watch? It's too soon for that! Hang on, let's see.
Watchers may deal with the dead, but we don't need people joining them too soon. If Lavendel needs...
What?
You mean live ones, right? Not skeleton hands. Though we might take both.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
Cute. Also, you have like 6 wardens at this point. Like, I don't... How many wardens are you going to keep pulling out of the back pocket? You know what I mean? Like...
I have a feeling he's right.
Fine. I'm great. The plan's great. Let's hope we don't die.
I'm great. Plan's great.
You are. It is. And agreed.
He's so cute.
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready. Also, like, who's first warden right now? You know what I mean? Like, I was assuming that she was taking up that mantle. Maybe she has, and she's still like, you know, just like, I just gave advice, you know? It's like, you giving advice, you're the one who took charge. Again, kind of like Rook, like Stone did, right? Where it's like, nobody was doing anything, so you just step up and do it. You know what I mean? And then everyone's like, oh, you're in charge, and you're like, you know. Nah.
Is anyone ready for anything later?
Oh, jeez.
We've got to be.
Oh, boy.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on. Let's check on the warden.
Oh, Lucanus. Please stop being possessed. I mean, he's... Is this the joining chalice? They were able to get the joining chalice out. I'm actually like so... my gosh, I'm so glad. Oh. Like, I mean, maybe it is a joining chalice, and not the joining chalice, but I'm gonna pretend it is the joining chalice. Oh my gosh, my heart. I'm playing. I'm so excited to be a Grey Warden and wear all the Grey Warden armor, because like I said before, it's like the N7 armor for me. Like, you can't wear N7 armor. That's why in Andromeda you have like the option to wear N7 armor, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, I am not an N7. Like, as far as I knew, my character was not an N7. And I think the game is like, I'm getting like 30 frames a second. And you don't get to wear that unless you have gone through everything, like the N7 training, you know? So, absolutely not. Can I just go down here? Have I been over here? Apparently I have. Oh, okay. Well. Same thing with the Grey Wardens. It's almost worse, I feel. You can't wear the Grey Warden armor, they who are the bulwark against the Blight and against the end of civilization, and, like, not have it mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to wear that by any stretch of the imagination. Warden improvisation. A clay pot, a cloth stopper, and a hodgepodge alchemical mix. A good Grey Warden works with what they got, their weapons, their nerve, and their ability to improvise. Also, alcohol. As per the collection in Inquisition.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is sound. We'll stand together and see it through. We won't fail.
Tell Evka we're ready.
Okay, I feel like your armor was like not quite in. The one guy's was, but the woman's was not. This feels like busy work, honestly. Why am I doing this? Like, you could send a runner to do this. Oh.
Hey, Evka wants me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this
I love that hair.
Not on our watch.
We took those dragons. We'll take this too.
All 7 of you. Also, they should, like, I don't know, I guess there's, I mean, you should evacuate, but, like, where do you evacuate to? I think Weishaupt is totally, probably inhabited by Darkspawn right now.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
You're gonna die.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it.
You are an old...
And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavender.
The Wardens aren't usually this old. Although sometimes people do get conscripted. People can get conscripted late in life. That's what we did with the mayor in Inquisition, is we had him conscripted by the Wardens, even in his old age, to
this village. It has
to sort of pay for it.
Evka has a plan.
What he'd done. It has to make it. I'm excited to see people's Veilguard armors.
Evka, the sentries are ready.
That bow is gorgeous.
Are you?
I think so. Okay.
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
It came from the glade.
Over here?
Let's move.
Are you guys just gonna stand around?
Can't let them break through to the village.
Lavender is the only village left alive out here.
Really?
Watcher made a promise. We'll keep these people alive.
Cut them down.
Ooh. Look at that. Yucky. Oh, we're in the clear. Excuse me. A greater emissary. Whoa, the emissary looks freaky.
They're down. but there's more fight left.
Alright. You ready for the next call?
Ooh, this guy died. Look at the way.
See how the fight is there. Or head to the farmlands.
Also, I am not seeing any warden assistance whatsoever. Like, they're literally just standing here. That's actually crazy. I just... like, at least have them firing arrows in or something. This is actually dumb. Like, this is a dumb quest. Okay, look, they're firing some arrows. Oh, okay, so there are some fighting out here.
This is it. They can't break through.
At least these ones seem to be participating. I think what's happening, though, is that the wardens are dying really fast or something. I love my scythe.
More on the way.
Good. I'm all warmed up.
Like, even if they don't actually do damage. Okay, yeah, they just all died. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, I have no idea. We have like 7, not 8, we have 4 wardens left at this point. You know what I mean? Oh. Wait, what? How did I not hear them coming?
Thanks for having my back.
Oh, thanks.
You took more than your share.
Yeah, I did. Oh, Antoine.
What is it? Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes.
Something evil.
But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
That was it?
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
Take what with me? The idea that we did it? Because that's cool, that's good.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
I'd suggest we celebrate, but Antoine heard something strange in the Blight, and,
It's not music you want to dance to.
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods, but now... There's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark.
Not the gods. I was assuming the gods.
It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
Bad.
what does that mean?
Bad.
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
I think you should...
Maybe you should stop listening?
What? Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
No.
We need more time to study what the new song means and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run.
He's like, we'll argue.
Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
You guys too. I'm so worried that Antoine's gonna die or get possessed. Thanks to Evka's plan and the bravery of both the Wardens and the team, Lavendale is safe from Darkspawn. But while the village heaved a sigh of relief, the whispers in Antoine's ears become more unsettling. Within the blight, Antoine could hear a call. A mystery for now. It suggested further evil. League 300. lurking in the wetlands.
Antoine, what's on your mind?
It's like there's a pattern in the blight, and no pattern at all. But always something pulling.
How's Lavendel?
After our victory, people told stories, sang songs.
It was good to see people laughing.
Yes.
You had a hard road.
That's why you do it.
It's not something you shake overnight. People put on brave faces, but they'd lost hope. When that happens...
But there is hope now. It started with the fight against the dragons. It continues now, in Lavendel.
You helped make it happen.
Small victories, right?
Spite thinks you're afraid of me.
I hardly know you.
So it's Spite you're afraid of, then?
No. Maybe cautious around. I once got bitten by a hunger demon that turned people into werewolves. We broke the curse, so that was fine. But... yes. Cautious.
Fair enough.
Okay, that was interesting. Having Lucanus have that dialogue about Spite. But so he's from... No. Because in the Brazilian Forest in Dragon Age Origins, right? You encounter the Dalish clan there, and they're stuck there because there's a demon. Well, it's a whole thing, but there's essentially werewolves out there. But to have a hunger demon do it makes a lot of sense. To have a hunger demon that like basically passes on, like what is it, lupusism, you know, to pass on werewolfism, is especially apropos. But was it a hunger demon that no? Because what happened, if I remember correctly, I think it was the spirit of the forest that got called into doing it. But it might have been like mixed, like somehow mixed with like a hunger demon too. But yeah, you break the curse, like the warden, like your warden. How you can either break the curse or keep it going. But it's a really tragic story, honestly. Like the whole thing, there's multiple sides to it. Like, you know, you have to choose between the werewolves and the Dalish, and I've always chosen the Dalish. But you can kind of, there's a mediating path kind of in the middle that if you do things correctly, you can choose too. But yeah, I wonder if, because those were Ferelden. Well, no elf is really necessarily from a location unless like your clan like kind of hangs out in certain regions. I know the Free Marches is popular because it's easy to navigate between the city states. You know, there's less oversight. But yeah, or he just happened to have like a similar issue happen. But I feel like that was a call out to the Brazilian Forest, the Dalish elves in Dragon Age Origins. Or maybe that's just me being hopeful.
Anton keeps listening for something. With the blight.
Well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't. Categorically is just like, I mean, he does to a degree, but like, not enough, you know? Look at... Maybe I should have saved my money. No, okay. I was like, maybe I should have saved my money for the crows, but we are very close with the Wardens to at least getting them up. And I was told, somebody told me that it doesn't matter. You don't need to get all the way up to 3,200. You just need to break into the 3rd tier. There's no like extra bonus for having the thing full, you know? Like, it's going to bother me because I'm going to want them full, you know? Like, I hate to not finish it, but like, but yeah. It's like the Veil Jumpers are about to pop into the 2nd tier. But, of course, I have my Lord Watch one at the highest, though. That one I would max out. Teehee. But, so we have more stuff potentially coming with the Grey Wardens out here, which is good. I want to see if this is open, because I really want to learn about the Qunari Grey Warden before I play my Grey Warden, you know? To have that lore ready to go in my head. I guess maybe since we're here, we'll do Davrin's next. We might as well. I think we'll do that. Oh, also, I keep forgetting to mention, but I have been wearing my Dreadwolf earrings that I got for myself. These things were like $50. I didn't want to ask for them for Christmas, but I got them for myself. I like them a lot. They're not as big as I thought, so that's nice. Like I thought my eyes are maybe going to be a bit bigger, but I'm happy they're not because they're a little less egregious, you know. But anyway, I got my Skyhold hoodie on. Always have the Dreadwolf, well, the Solus necklace on, but you could call it Dreadwolf too. Oh, I love the Hawk armor. It's so good. There's so many good armors in this game, though. I think maybe next... Should I change my outfit? No, we're here. We're here. Next time... Wait, no. I do actually have to go back to the house. I have to go back to the lighthouse because I've done like a distinct quest and now I have to check. Now I'm scared. But I'll just probably fast travel back. Also, I want to bring Emmerich for Davrin. Or no. Would Lucanus be good? An update from Lavendel. Rook. We watched Darkspawn movement. As always, they put up a fight when wandering the woods and wetlands, but we'd rather battle them out there than in Lavendel itself. Small improvements are still improvements. I felt something strange was happening before you sent word to us. Things have only gotten stranger and more daunting since. But if we are tangled in this, at least we are tangled together. There's no one to trust more in this world than Evka, but you can be second. We both wish you luck, and rest when you can find it. Your friends, Antoine and Evka. That's really sweet. But you can be second. That's so cute. It's so stinking cute. Lords of Fortune. With a gray warden tie. Flynn from the Wardens. Talk with Flynn. Oh, at the warden camp. Yep, they're non-binary like me. Good to meet another they. We're okay to talk about it. Mayvera said not everyone would be. Flynn said they didn't have a big struggle to find it. Just felt like they were a mind that had a body instead of a body that had a mind. Being a man or a woman didn't fit with who they were. It changed to they when they were a kid. Parents supportive. Physician guide too. No big fight. Didn't know Mayveris or Tarquin. Told Flynn about them. They could probably get Flynn discounts on magical stuff. A little network of non-binaries. Or, I guess, gender intricates. I don't know, you know. Gender people. Flynn can help mix the medicines I need to help with fire breathing. They asked if I felt the same as they did for mind-body stuff. Did breathing fire make me feel disconnected from my body? I don't think fire breathing is what did it. What they're talking about sounds kind of like Kuhn stuff. Mind, soul, body. I just felt wrong as a woman. Wait, Flynn wrote stuff down, only they wrote non-binary instead of non-binary. Are we supposed to write with a dash or not? They also wrote themselves instead of themselves. Which one is right? Flynn says I should do what works for me. That does not help. I want to do it right. Flynn said maybe me wanting to follow rules is because of Kuhn stuff. Then said sorry because I guess I glared at them. Flynn was trying to be nice. Healers are always like this. Interesting. That is cute that Tosh found Flynn, who has some stunning hair. Yes. Oh, see? We've got stuff. This is... Oh, more stuff. Ooh, baby. It's a good thing I came back. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's see.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
My friend said that this was pointed out. Some YouTuber pointed this interaction out. I'm assuming it's this one. That's what it sounds familiar. As like an example of like really childish writing. But I'm like, I mean, you could pull out any one of these, some certain ones, and be like, yeah, what's silly writing? Not all of them have to be masterpieces, you know? Just because this one is maybe a bit childish. There's been some banger ones, you know, but like I said, I've had some issues with the dialogue, but I don't know, this one doesn't seem that bad. I don't know, just like it depends on like, I don't know, how you frame it, I guess. Like, if someone wants clickbaity, like, look how stupid this is, like, I guess if that's the frame of mind you go into it, then that's what you'll get out of it, but I don't know. It sounds like two very different people. It can't, like, literally this is like me and like, well, not necessarily, but like my siblings, as cool as they think my like lifestyle stuff is, they sometimes are like, you know, they're like, how do you do it with just what you take out? And I'm like, I mean, you just pare it down after a while, you know what I mean? So
should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
You're going camping?
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods?
Why is it an issue?
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Yeah, you two are very different people. I mean, I'm like, do what you want. Like, camp how you want. Like, I honestly kind of glamp for what my lifestyle is. Like, there are some people that take out way less than I do. I have significantly more. I knew a guy who would take canned food in a pillowcase for an 8-day session. And, like, all he had was, like, a small, like, a nice tent, but it was, like, a small pop-up kind of a tent. And, like, but he took canned food in a pillowcase, you know? And I have an entire large box that's, like, 3 feet by 2 feet or something, you know, that is like my pantry box, right? And I have a nice cooler. I have this entire contraption my dad and I built to be my kitchen, you know. It's like a big, much bigger box that opens from the top and from the front, like, and I store all my kitchen gear in there, you know. And it's all, there's like some shelves and stuff, you know, like, so I'm definitely on the Emmerich side of things, where like you don't have to like rough it like totally, you know. But honestly, a lot of people are like, wow, you are used to roughing it like for so long. And yeah, I don't take a shower for 8 days sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is. You know. But like, I still bring baby wipes out and like do like the baby wipe bath, you know. And I'll wash my hair midway through the session sometimes, because honestly you just feel like you just feel gross after a while. And so it actually is a big morale thing to like wash your hair at the very least. It makes you feel like, for me and a couple of people I've talked to, like just washing our hair at least, even if we don't wash all of ourselves, is like a game changer, you know. But like, you splash water on your face, like, I don't know, you know, there's stuff, but like, you know. And even while we're working, like there are hygiene requirements, like still, where it's like, okay, you can't just like be totally disgusting, you know what I mean? So like, but I don't know, just you guys do what you want. Sleep separately. Like, you don't have to sleep right next to each other and like deal with each other's. And also, if he's willing to carry it all, that's the big thing. He has to be able to carry it all. Everything I have is modified for like my height and like carry capacity. Like, I can't get too big of a cooler because I won't be able to carry it by myself. And I refuse to like be that person that's like, can somebody help me set up my stuff every time? You know what I mean? So that's literally like the number one priority for my gear, is that I have to be able to pick it up and set it up on my own. If someone wants to help, that's fine. But like, you know, but I know I'm capable of carrying it all. So like, do what you want.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
Oh, please.
And Emmerich, so what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook. I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
Game?
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
That is such a good idea, and it sounds horrible. That sounds horrific. I want to hurl. Yams are one of those things that make my gag reflex activate at the thought of them. It's like sweet potatoes and yams. Oh, my grandma used to make that. It's like a sweet potato, brown sugar marshmallow thing that made me want to hurl every time I ate it. Oh, it was so I'm sure sweet potato fries are fine, but like just the thought of sweet potatoes brings up to mind that dessert that she'd make on like Thanksgiving, and I always just was like, bleh. None of us liked it. Let's see. Ukanis has something for me, I think. Ooh, Ukanis and Davrin getting along. Oh shoot, they were on the steps on the inside. I'll have to go back. I need to go back, or else I'm gonna lose track.
That thing you said about Gillenade, it jogged a memory. A warden claimed he found his way under a mountain. Saw a pool that merged creatures into new,
Yes!
terrible forms.
Yes!
Right. That matches some of the legends. They say she healed people in those pools.
That warden, his story, it could have been demons or just nightmares of a bad time. Now I wonder.
Well, we haven't found one yet, so let's hope we never do.
We should probably find them so that we can, you know, lock them down. But no, that was actually in one of the Winter Night stories, and that was one of the ones that stuck with me that made me think for sure that Gillenon.
That'll give me free drinks with the lords.
Oh,
Now
totally.
find whoever's getting dragons for the gods to blight and hit them with an axe.
Yeah, or several. But no, it was one of the things, one of the like two stories that made me think that Gillenon would be a focus of this game, and like that she'd be like whack.
Damn it. I should be out there with you. Bianca's getting cranky, cooped up in here.
I hadn't realized this whole time that we actually brought the remnants of Bianca. What do you mean Bianca's getting cranky? Bianca's cranky because she's broken in half. Are you gonna get the actual Bianca, the woman that the crossbow is named after, to come back and fix it? Because Bianca, the crossbow, is one of a kind. On purpose. Varric does not let anybody get their hands on it because he doesn't want them making weapons of mass destruction. Alright, boys. Are we getting along still?
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nuns.
What?
100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball.
Ugh.
Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry knocks? That was a bad
I've got a better.
Oh, okay.
You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? Is a monster. Big,
Is he drunk?
red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path.
They're drunk.
The damn thing was a hillside. The eyes of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you
How?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
His voice actor is so good. I edited a bunch of and uploaded a bunch of the Citadel DLC for Mass Effect recently while this was this was on hiatus while I was trying to fix things. And just hearing Javik, I was like, Davrin, you know? So, he's so good. You're drinking, but you better not be fighting. They are obviously not fighting. They are still competitive and they are still competing. But I wonder if Davrin is drunk and Lucanus isn't, because I don't think Lucanus drinks, actually. Unless he's changed his mind. I feel like, does the camera... Does the camera look weird? I don't know. I can't tell.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good one.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling.
I have a feeling.
Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
Snackies?
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
I mean, Weiss out, but I don't want to bring up that. But yeah.
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you...
I mean, it ended with the Elven God of Lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us, then?
Yes!
Fine. I'll cook something.
Yay!
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Why did you take...
Mierda. That Bronto.
Why did he take a contract on a Bronto? That would be a story. I'm glad we're all getting along. I'm kind of like, there was no real, I don't know, maybe he did, really specifically bring them out together to, hear them, fixing things, but, you get, 2 cutscenes, and I was like, sure, I don't know. Maybe I should have brought them out together more, but this is fun. The 2 most attractive guys in the room getting along. I'm happy for them. I am thinking on my crow. Oh, do I want to romance No, I want to romance Nev with the crow. That's right. But I do want to romance Lucanus. Am I going to have to make another character? Maybe a shadow dragon? Or do I want to romance Nev with a shadow dragon? No, because I like doing the opposite. Maybe I should make a character someday that like romances within the faction. I was thinking about romancing Lucanus with a crow, but I really love the idea of being a crow and romancing Nev. Like, I love the idea, because they're apparently supposed to, like, flirt, Nev and Lucanus. They're supposed to have, like, a thing, which I haven't seen anything of. But I love their idea of their like, chemistry as, like, on two different sides of the law, you know what I mean? It's good. I like it. So... it'd be fun to romance her with a crow. Ooh, that would be so fun. I'm so excited. Alright. I think we got everyone, but now I'm going to go look at my armors. I do love the hawk armor. And it's probably going to look the best on this character, because I'm at the elf, right? I have my elven person here, and I have Kunari. Maybe the human? Maybe I'll make a human. Nyeh. So boring. The only time I've ever made a human was when I did actually enjoy playing her. I romanced Blackwall with her in Inquisition, and she was my like self-insert image, right? Where like I tried to make her look as much like me as possible. Oh, and we have the freaking the N7 type armors. There's the N7 ones. These are the Blood Dragon armor. I like this one. This bold leather bodice seems to scream formidable combatant, an outfit worthy of leading a raucous crowd. Excited to play a crow and really lean into the crow armors. They've got some really... even the plain ones look really good. I like them a lot. This one's nice. The crow ones are so good. But I do love my Mournwatch ones. I might have to wear this one. I think this is one that I haven't worn much. I like this one. It's a little bulky, but I do like it. Yeah, I think the one I've been kind of eyeing for a while was this one. Yep. Back to Old Faithful. Well, no, a new Old Faithful. I love the Mournwatch armor. Apparently, I only have a few actual, like, casual outfits. I thought there was more, but it looks like they've put the casual wear at the top, and then they have all these, like, warnings on the rest of them. I think I'm gonna switch over to this one for the casual, because you guys can see the cool tattoos that I've got on her that she doesn't usually show off. And it looks nice. The Lords of Fortune, I almost picked Lords of Fortune because their armor was so nice, and their their armor and the casual wear was so nice. I was like, oh, let's bring these two different kinds of hunters, you know.
More troubles in Minrathous, huh?
This particular trouble has a name. Aelia.
We could swap. The Gloom Howler for her.
Throw in a son and you might have a
there
deal.
You go.
You'll never get a good night's rest again.
It's so cute. Aelia is a pretty name. But I remember, she's bad news. Okay. What is it? What's his thing? Evka has tracked down someone who claims to know more about the Gloom Howler, and Davrin is eager to meet this mysterious informant. Anything more you can learn about the monster could help the team defeat it when the time comes. This is probably just like a quick cutscene type thing. Let's click these guys really quick.
We're lucky, Rook.
Oops.
Is it true your floating palace shot at you? How does that work?
What?
I can share the rumors, but you didn't hear them from me.
Oh, well.
How are things going?
We're continuing to look into the Blight here. Its forms, how it acts.
For every answer, there's another question. Secrets lurking ever deeper. Stay safe.
Okay. I forget, these two, or as both sets, they, you just walk up to them, they have, like, ambient dialogue that they'll give. Alright, let's see. He's so, look at him, he's so handsome. Golly, I picked so well.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloom Howler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we help?
Oh.
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened, I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
You can do that?
It's not for
You
everyone.
can't do that.
It wasn't that. I'm the one who found the griffin eggs before they hatched.
From the book!
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the Wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloom Howler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the fourth blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Oh, she did have a choice.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
Oh.
So then the first warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
Wow. First wardens. Yeah. I'm angry.
That goes against everything the Wardens are supposed to stand for.
In her diary, Isaiah said she couldn't forgive herself. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Oh.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Interesting that she left. The book didn't indicate, I'm pretty sure, it's been so long. The book didn't indicate what she did. He's a flirt.
Careful. He's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he? I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davrin's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
Aww.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
I thought she did the joining.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloom Howler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloom Howler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
That makes sense, though. And I've often wondered if Grey Wardens being taken, they're like, oh, go down to the calling and die. I'm like... Martin who? No, I often think that sending them down there is maybe unwise. For many reasons, but one of which is, yeah, if you get taken by the Darkspawn, you can get turned into a strange entity. And we've talked a little bit about the women. They could get turned into brood mothers, you know? But yeah, dang it! I was hoping we'd have more than just a little cutscene, but it's hard to know. Like, I don't know. They're kind of weird. The ones that are just conversations. I'm like, oh, okay, you know. Okay, I popped back in. Oh my goodness. See, oh, I have probably missed some stuff. At least earlier in the game. Like, there was like a brief stint where I was like really doing stuff in the outer like world. Not really worrying about it. Not too long. I hope I didn't miss too much.
Can't believe you found that book on old dragons.
I'd hoped you'd like it.
I do. It's weird. The Storm Rider's wings are too short. And the Howler's claws are wrong.
I've read theories that nature changes living forms over generations.
Yeah.
Did a good job with the Howler. They've got way more teeth now.
Evolution. Woo! It's odd to see so much of my skin. She's usually got it so much more covered. Oh.
So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing pools, they were true, but twisted. Wonder if that's true with Elrenon too. I really hope not.
Why is that?
Well, they say he can move the sun and the moon, which seems bad for a lot of reasons.
Oh, great. Well, powerful people claim a lot of tricks they can't pull. Here's hoping he's one of them.
I hope you're right.
I wouldn't be surprised, necessarily. Harding's favorite foods. Bella, I'm honored you want these. I don't really cook and these aren't really recipes. I just throw things together. Anyway, here you go. Apple cheesy butter noodles. Oh yeah, I think there's one of my friends, Roma, was saying that they were gonna do like a cooking video with these. Noodles cooked with butter or salt, fresh diced apples or baked slices or applesauce, whatever's convenient, grated cheese. It does not sound good. Sounds interesting. Layer apples on noodles on top of a bowl, then the cheese, bake it in an oven until cheese melts, but you're amazed. You can use fire. You'll get a nice bubbly crust that way. Wait a bit before eating so you don't burn your mouth. Ham and jam slam. Ham or bacon. Jam. Anything works, but I like plum, cherry, or apple. Buttered toast. Slam ham and jam together between toast. Yam and jam slam. Emmerich approved. Replace ham with yam. Sprinkle with salt and roast it in an oven until tender. Doesn't sound bad, honestly. The Grey Wardens. From Davrin's journal, the Gloom Howler, Part 4. Finally, know who the Gloom Howler really is. Blah, blah, blah. What started as a simple monster hunt has opened a terrible wound in Grey Warden history that none of us even knew was there. With Weishaupt in rubble, there's little chance of finding any records that might shed light on this. Oh, the loss of all the records at Weishaupt is just... that bothers me almost more than anything else. It seems the Gloom Howler, Isaiah, is a specter dragging all the sins of the past back to haunt us. Our own order demanded that she blight all the Griffins, or face disaster and lose the fourth blight. She's a cruel monster, yet I can't help but feel some sympathy for her. Would anyone else have done differently? The fate of every soul in Thedas rested on her shoulders. Trying to imagine that decision is nearly impossible. I feel like that there's other decisions, but the Grey Wardens messing with blood magic is not unprecedented. You know? They literally, their whole thing is they will do whatever it takes to stop the blight. You know, up to and including consorting with demons and blood magic. No person should have to face a dilemma, yet Valia said it was Isaiah who hid the remaining Griffin eggs to preserve them. Assad and his family lived because of her, even though all their ancestors died because of her. It's no wonder she's so twisted and evil now, living with the guilt of what she's done. Maybe that's what all her shrieking and howling is about, a cry against the injustice of fate, the injustice of somehow surviving 400 years with this tragedy looming over her. But that's in the past, whatever she may have been now. Today, she's willing to destroy Assan's family. It won't allow that to happen, no matter what still haunts her. It's interesting, yeah, that apparently she didn't want to blight them all, but now she does. I guess if she has been blighted herself, like, it's been warped a bit, I would assume. Like, her desire, her regret has been twisted. Oh, Davrin has something to say. Okay. Oh, yeah, because we just had that cutscene. That makes sense. Best room in the house. Has he always had this here? It's like bookcase and stuff. Those petals or scales? They're probably scales. What's up? Let's hear it.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlington.
Oh.
Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
That's right, because he's a little worried about letting him stretch his wings too much here where the sky is like unending. Which is very fair. Harding in Lucanus.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
And didn't exist. I don't need coffee.
Is it really a good idea having another coffee addict around here?
It's not really addictive, is it?
It is.
Tell us, Lucanus. Is it really addictive?
You know I have my reasons for drinking it. So, Harding, what do you think?
It is addictive! Oh no.
It's... delicious.
It's an acquired taste. His, like, mugs are gorgeous.
Really selling it, Harding.
Hey! I've known some liars, and I am definitely not it. And this stuff? It's good. It's warm.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
You really wouldn't.
I know, but... sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
That sounds terrible when you say it like that.
Yeah.
I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Everyone does that. I mean, you shouldn't is easy enough to say, you know?
Sounds really healthy when you put it that way.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh. Yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
I don't think Harding needs to have coffee. Harding is already a bubbly person. I think giving her coffee turn her into Balara, you know? That is really sweet, though. And yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That it makes sense that Harding is kind of a people pleaser, right? At least in this game. I don't know. In the first game, well, because she wasn't really trained for any of the scouting stuff in Inquisition. It just kind of happened. Like, she was really good at it after, like, her whole life of, like, kind of doing similar things. So, yeah. Oh, man. So yeah, but I always thought she was bubbly, but not necessarily a people pleaser, but it does make sense, especially when Lucanus says it like that, which shows a degree of, like, you know, like he reads people really well, like Lucanus, like, theoretically, except for his cousin, but theoretically Lucanus reads people really, really well as his job, you know, so he could kind of think about it and be like, you know, like, let me think about why, you know. I do that. It's an anthropological, I think it's kind of a human thing to do, but I always think of it as like an anthropological thing for myself. Where it's like, okay, yeah, you're doing this, but why? You know, I'm sure psychology people do it too. We're kind of all, at least in the U.S., we're all kind of lumped under behavioral sciences. Psychology, sociology, archaeology, anthropology, which, in the U.S. again, archaeology is a subset of anthropology. You have biological anthropology, cultural anthropology, and archaeology, I believe. And linguistics. Forget about linguistics. Okay, I would have... No. Okay, I am going to go to the crossroads. I want to do Lucanus's quest, which means I actually want to bring Nev and Lucanus. Not that I'm sure anything will happen that requires... It might just be a cutscene again, you know? I think it might be, because it sounds like it's just going to be a conversation, you know? So it makes me a little concerned that I did that. Well, no, I guess I started the next main quest by going and warning them. But I didn't actually... I think I go straight on this one. I didn't complete it yet, technically. Who? What? What? You just... Oh, is this the walk? Why would it spoil it? Again, I hate this when games do this. Baldur's Gate does this too. All he said is that he wanted to go on a walk. Since we had to cut it off there, I want to go ahead and give a little quick shout out to my patrons. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, starting out with my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support, and thank you so much, Leo, for your support. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons. Thank you so much, Reese Galito, for your support. I very much appreciate it, and I still appreciate the blanket. Thank you. And I really want to say thank you to my other supporter, Sebastian James, my old friend. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate you as well. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me in the channel and who I truly cannot thank enough. So thank you so much, Christopher, as always, for your support. I treasure it a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Nightshade, for joining the crew up there in the forest. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So thank you all again for joining me and for being on Patreon and watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.